let's talk about why I'm even on here. Like, why am I talking to myself on the phone, right? So, Ministry of the Liminal. The first time I mentioned the name of this platform to my mother, she said, Carla, it sounds like you're recruiting people for some religious cult. It's not my point, guys. I'm not here to recruit you and be like, I can save you. Talk to me. The whole idea of the ministry was inspired, obviously, by Harry Potter, because I love the idea of the ministry of magic. Like, even though we're not going to be doing magic here, maybe not, maybe yes, maybe. I love the idea of the ministry as this, like, this thing that exists outside the realm of humans. And the whole idea of liminal, for those of you who don't know what liminality is, let me read it to you, okay? Give me one. Divine liminality. So, word by word. A liminal space is the time between the what was and the next. It is a place of transition, a season of waiting and not knowing. Liminal space is where all transformation takes place. Where all transformation takes place. If we learn to wait and let it form us. It's the in-between of everything, okay? The in-between, for instance, let's take our current global situation right now, right? We're in this place where we're physically and literally stuck in a place. We had established a certain lifestyle, right? And then eventually we went from having that to just like not knowing what to do with ourselves, not knowing like what day is it? And then also we're waiting for the unknown. Like, we have no idea what's gonna happen at the end of the year. We don't know if this is gonna end at the end of the year. I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but we just don't know. It's too soon to know what's gonna happen, okay? Let's stay positive though. So I want to talk about very holistic things, right? Like, I want to talk about music and the different forms of art. I want to talk about extraterrestrials. I want to talk about quantum physics. I want to talk about science, religion, God, right? Higher consciousness. I want to talk about literally everything that makes up life. So I've written some ideas that I want to talk about more, you know, in detail. And so I'm gonna read them to you, okay? So you kind of get like an idea of what I'm talking about, okay? So I'm gonna read actually a little paragraph that I wrote a few weeks ago, and I'll explain later why this is kind of like an important thing. I am so much more than the things society forces upon me. I am by the way, I have an accent, so sometimes I pronounce things with an accent, okay? So don't be like, what did she say? Just know, just try to understand. Okay, I'm gonna reread. I am so much more than the things society forces upon me. I am a compilation of a million things. I am defined by my own and only by my own. I am not composed of one but a million things. When I graduated from UCLA, I started getting phone calls, messages, emails, LinkedIn's and stuff, being like, so what are you up to now? What GPA did you graduate with? Do you have a full-time job now? Are you rich? Are you wealthy? Are you part of the 1% now? Do you have kids now? Are you married? Is he rich? Like, superficial things. If I had responded by saying, actually, I don't have a job, actually, I'm not in school right now, I'm actually just enjoying the fact that I made it through school life and that I'm taking care of my mental health, if I had said that, they would have been like, oh, that's great, good for you, move on. So moving forward, another thing that I want to talk about that is just like it's heavy on my heart. For all of you weirdos out there who like to talk about aliens and just like the universe, flying, what do you call them? And like UFOs and like Area 51 and all of this stuff, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it for sure, okay? But in this specific thing that I wrote, I'm talking about ancient aliens. If you've never seen it, you can't watch this video. It's gonna be kind of like a two thing that I'm probably gonna make like 2 videos. But one of them is gonna be Should we debunk the way we think about extraterrestrials on Earth? Absolutely, absolutely we should, and we have to. Because I don't know about you, but I hate the way extraterrestrials are portrayed by society. Why do we think that literally aliens are hiding in our bathrooms and they're just waiting for you to go to sleep so that they can like poke you, take blood samples to some other freaking weird planet and be like, why do we think that humans have like alien paparazzis? We're not that cool, okay? Because at the time that I make the video, I'm gonna like pull up some articles, pull up some stuff so that you can like read about it and not be like, she's nuts. The other approach that I want to take to the whole alien talk, I call it, it's literally legit a topic. How does the process of becoming civilized erase universal wisdom? Now this one is a complex one. Have any of you ever seen Ancient Aliens? Okay, I hope you have. Okay, I'm gonna pretend that you're answered. Okay, good. You've seen it? Okay. Have you seen it? Okay, maybe. One episode. How about you? Okay. Ancient Aliens, basically, you know, I don't wanna describe it because, oh my god, my makeup is like... Basically, in Ancient Aliens, they theorize, and basically all of these ancient monuments that we have on Earth were created not by ancient humans themselves, but by like so much extraterrestrial interaction and like extraterrestrials coming down and being like, all right, so today you're gonna create a pyramid that's gonna take you like 80 years to make, and that's it, and then we're gone, and there's just like no point to it. I hate that. I hate that for several reasons. So I want to talk about how basically the West just literally debunks anything that any other, you know, ethnic group can do without their help. Let me tell you, my ancestors, okay, talking about before colonization, my native indigenous ancestors, they created all of this based on their own ancient wisdom. I mean, wisdom that we as modern human beings couldn't even understand. That's the second approach that I want to take on the whole aliens. This is what the ministry of the liminal is. We are creating a space to talk about important things, to talk about what it means to heal, what it means to have gone through certain trauma and be able to heal, and how healing is a journey. It is not from point A to B, but it's a journey. It's a thing that you learn to overcome over time, and it is a beautiful thing. And nature, oh, this is my favorite, like nature, how we're so connected to nature, and how human beings are no different from any animal, any organism, and that is just like we're no different from everything else that is part of this universe. So those are the things that I want to talk about. So with that being said, why isn't it more coming up? Oh, I'm stupid. So with that being said,